I've just read on Screen Rant that Depp vs. Heard might become a movie. Huh. Hot take: the Depp slash Heard trial. Available to watch later this month. Only in 4 days. Huh. What an interesting concept. Frankly, it might not be a smart one, however. First off, I am just gonna say that I do think that Amber Heard got what was coming to her. And I think that the verdict reached in the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial was not only fair, but it was just and was revolutionary to how, male victims of assault get recognized in the media. In my opinion, there is no going around that. And if anyone thinks otherwise, then good for you. Needless to say that the table bench lost its virginity to the gavel in the courtroom because it was banged by the judge. Johnny Depp is innocent, and Amber Heard is expected to compensate him in damages. I am not going to go further into this because I just, mentioned all of this to outline the basic facts that stood out to many people tuning into the Depp versus Heard trial live. With these facts being presented, it just leaves me wondering how this Depp versus Heard trial might become a movie and, how it's going to approach certain things. It looks like this movie is awkwardly rushed, especially considering that it's coming out in only 4 days and the trial happened this year. And it's not like it's being developed for next year either. Like, not even next month, because it's going to be, again, accessible to viewers this September. According to Screen Rant, the film was quickly developed, and I quote, to capture a timely take on a story that became part of the cultural zeitgeist, painting a unique picture of what millions watched play out in the headlines over the summer. Obviously, it's referring to the summer where the Amber Heard versus Depp trial was live streamed on YouTube. This again has me wondering how this trial is going to even be approached. Making this film with a colossal sense of urgency could mean that this film adaptation of the Depp versus Heard trial could be heading to omission. Can someone please tell me how it's even possible to scrape a full-length movie together in this short time quota? Because the concept of Hot Take, the Depp slash Heard trial, strikes me as a movie that has nothing more than a television budget. It's not going to be released into theaters, obviously. Viewers are going to be able to find this movie on Tubi, which is a free streaming service. Again, I'll repeat it again in case you want to, check it out. Tubi. The second thing that I want to say is, while we tend to, discuss in length about the quality of this upcoming film, we don't always talk about whether or not the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial movie adaptation is necessary to begin with. And I think the main reason why the Depp versus Heard trial being a movie isn't necessary is because we already have access to existing live coverage, hours upon hours of it. In fact, head on over to the Law and Crime Network. I kid you not. The first thing you're going to see is, let me pull it up on my screen, verdict reached, read at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial. Hear that? There are live streams posted of the trial, and let's not forget how risky it is to have Amber Heard and Johnny Depp being played by another secondary actor in a movie. Depp and Heard are actors. That is what I find the most hilarious about this interesting Depp and Heard movie concept. It's not like this happened years ago, or heck, even a full year ago. This is so recent. I mean, I don't know. I have serious reservations about Hot Take, the Depp slash Heard trial, which is the title to the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial movie adaptation. The question I leave to you now is, What do you think about the idea that the Depp versus Heard trial might become a movie? Is it a necessary thing? Or are you like me and think that this is something that belongs on cable television and it isn't even necessary to begin with? Let me know in the comment section below whatever your thoughts are about this